Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today I got the need for speed. We're going to do 5 World Boss Ultimate clears against Proxima with nothing but speed characters. And these are going to be the 5 teams that we're going to run with. We're going to run with Winter Soldier with Shuri and Coulson. Then we're going to run with Ronan, Beast, and Wave. Then we're going to run with Quicksilver, Goliath, and Ben Grimm. Then we're going to use Luna plus Warwolf and White Fox. And last but not least, the big man, Deadpool himself, with Sandman and Hydro Man. The reason I got Sandman and Hydro Man in there, guys, is they give a little extra team bonus here. Just a little extra physical attack. That's why I'm using them. Other than that, he won't have no supports. Then Luna, we're using Warwolf because my Luna has a CTP of Rage on her. And that really helps her critical damage, getting that critical damage up to max critical damage. And we're going to use White Fox for her 60% damage dealt to supervillains that applies to characters with leadership, which Luna has. And for this team up, we're just giving Quicksilver a nice little leadership, 45% increase of physical attack. And Ben Grimm here offers an extra 5% physical attack team up with Goliath, which is always nice. And then Ronan, we're going to use Beast leadership, that 50% increase of physical attack, plus Beast 5th skill will give this huge attack buff for old Ronan, that 55% all attack buff once in a while when we use it. And then we're going to use Wave for her tier 2 passive, the increased damage dealt to supervillain types by 40%. And then the Winter Soldier here, we're using 2 damage supports. We're going to use Shuri for her tier 2 passive, which increases damage dealt to supervillains by 45%. But what it also whoa, get off of that. Whoa. There we go. But what it also does is decrease damage received by 35%. And honestly, of all these speed characters, Winter Soldier needs this more than anything. You need to make Winter as tanky as possible because, man, he can't take a lot of hits, guys. He does lack a bit of survivability. And then we're going to use Coulson for his tier 2 passive also, which increases damage dealt to supervillain types by 45% and gives that guaranteed critical rate by 20%, which Winter Soldier doesn't have. And as you guys can see, the first team's a free-to-play setup, the second team's free-to-play, the third team's free-to-play. The fourth team is not. But Luna, you know, this is a character, guys, like if you're free-to-play and you happen to get her somehow, some way, this is a character you should definitely take to tier 3. She is by far the best, well, not the best speed character in the game. You know, it's between her and Deadpool, depending on the circumstances, what world boss you're facing. I mean, Luna's #1 against Ebony. She's great against Cole. She's better against Thanos than Deadpool, but Deadpool's the meta for Proxima and Corvus. He's the standalone meta by far, but he's also good against Thanos. So it really depends. Plus, she's an ABX meta. You can use her twice a week and max out your scores, which really kind of bumps her up a little bit. But Deadpool's better in PvP, so it really just depends on which one you think's better. They're both awesome in my opinion. And then, of course, Deadpool. And this is a free-to-play setup also. So the Luna team's really the only one that won't be a free-to-play setup. So, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to do all these 5 World Boss Ultimates, and we'll just go through the builds as we're doing the clears. So, let's rock and roll. Okay, guys, so we're going to be doing stage 50 plus clears with all of these characters. And I'm just going to be putting up screenshots of the builds of all the characters throughout the fight to shorten the video a little bit. I don't like doing super long videos, and this one's going to be long enough as it is. So yeah. So guys, when you're playing Winter, you just want to hit his 5, get his attack buff from his 5, get them, throw them bombs, and then hit the 4. Now the beautiful thing about that 4 is it has ignore iframe on it, which means if Proxima goes in an iframe, you'll still be able to shoot her, which is fantastic. The 2 skill has a 10% all attack buff, and you want to use that, but you want to use that when your ISO 8 set bonus is not in effect. If it is in effect and you hit that 2, you'll override the ISO 8 set bonus. And if you have a stage 6 ISO 8 set bonus, that's a 20% increase to all attack. And if you have a fully awakened ISO 8 set bonus, that's a 40% increase of all attack. And you really don't want to cancel that with a 10% all attack buff. The 3rd skill has his damage accumulation. Now it's a damage accumulation that requires you to take damage to do more damage. So with Winter, what I find is, now normally you guys see my strikers. I got Scarlet, Deadpool, Captain America, Luna, and Anti-Venom. And you definitely want to have Anti-Venom with Winter because he lacks survivability. But usually with characters that have damage accumulation, I don't usually recommend bringing in mind control or charm. I don't recommend bringing in those kind of characters because you want to take damage. But with Winter, the thing about him is his fifth skill, when he throws his bombs, a lot of times she'll move out of the way. And yeah, you can hit your 4 and you'll still hit her with your 4, but you want the damage from the 5 and the 4 in conjunction together. You want them both to be in conjunction. That way you're going to do that much more damage. And if she's moving out of the way, you're not going to be doing as much damage. And I played this multiple times, and I can tell you guys, having mind control or charm in here is going to make your life a whole lot better with Winter Soldier in particular. It's just going to be better with him. Plus you'll get that all defense down from Scarlet's 4 when she does her mind control, which is really going to help your damage as well. But I just find it's a lot easier having mind control in here. And when you're trying to take damage with him, just run through the tornadoes, run through that poison there. When you got Winter Soldier up, just run through the elements. You know, when she throws her projectiles, avoid those things at all costs. Especially the purple, because that can actually guard break you and freaking lock you down and then tear your freaking butt up, guys. And you want to avoid those things at all costs. But as you guys can see, Winter's freaking strong. We definitely could have went higher than this, but I didn't want this video being freaking an eternity long, so I don't do it. And the rotation I do with Winter is I just hit the 5, 4, then the 3, then the 1. And I use the 2 whenever I feel I can, whenever that ISO 8 set bonus is not in effect. That way you'll still get an extra 10% all attack. It's pretty difficult though, guys. If you want to keep things simple, either don't use the 2 at all or use the 2 every single rotation. That'll keep things simple, you know, a little bit more simple. You won't do the optimal amount of damage doing that, but sometimes simplicity is a good thing because it's already very difficult to keep this guy alive. He is tough, guys, seriously. This was the most difficult clear out of all of these characters by far. I mean by far. But man, he is awesome. I mean, look at the time, guys. Stage 50. Yeah, we got a couple supports and we got some good strikers. But pretty impressive that after all this time since his uniform was introduced, that he's able to put out this kind of damage. And I've missed the proc quite a few times. I mean, but that's the thing about him. It's tough. It's tough getting that damage proc where it belongs. It's tough keeping him alive. He's a difficult character to play, but I wanted to show him off a little bit because you don't really see a lot of videos on old Winter. You don't see a whole lot of him doing anything, and he is an awesome character. He just requires some careful gameplay, man. You definitely got to play with a little finesse with old Winter. But there you go, guys. In 4 minutes, he got it done. So pretty awesome if you ask me. So let's move on to the next one. Now it's like deja vu. Good old Ronan again, guys. After I did that GBR run, I thought, let's do him again because he's just so awesome. We're going to get that attack buff from Beast. And yeah, we're just going to hit our 3, get our attack buff from our 3, then hit the 4, get that 4-second immunity, get our damage proc on the 4, and then hit the 5. Pretty simple, guys. One thing about Ronan versus Winter Soldier is Ronan is a whole lot smoother and easier to play, guys. There is no doubt this dude's much easier to play, much easier to time a damage proc, because you're just hitting the damage proc on one skill and instead of trying to cancel a skill and go into another skill. I mean, yeah, you're canceling a 3, but it's a whole lot easier canceling a skill that isn't doing any kind of damage, it's just an attack buff, into a skill that is doing damage. Whereas Winter Soldier, you got to get the 5 and the 4 together. It's pretty tough. But man, Ronan is just amazing the way it is. Now, something I did make a little bit of a boo-boo with this team up. Ronan has guaranteed critical rate on his passive, 35% guaranteed critical rate. And Beast actually has 8% guaranteed critical rate on his passives. So I'm actually, one of those is actually getting wasted, but it's not a huge deal, guys. It really doesn't matter that much. But I just thought I'd point that out. That is a little bit of a boo-boo on my part. But it's okay, man. No big deal, no big. We're still going to tear it up. And my Ronan isn't built as good as my Winter Soldier. I mean, I don't have Urus on this guy. He has a 180% damage proc versus a 200% damage proc that Winter Soldier has. It just shows how much easier Ronan is to play. Not to knock on Winter Soldier, guys. I love him. I think he's awesome. But you can't deny that Ronan he's just easier. He's just a whole lot simpler to play. And man, he's a mean machine. We are devastating this stage. This is easy. Oh, that little heifer. She freaking canceled my 4 skill by going in an iframe. That little heifer. That's alright. Come on, girl. Let's go. And it's easy, guys. You know, you just hit the 3-4. Hit the damage proc on the 4. When you got about 2 seconds left on your damage proc, you hit your 5. Let that 5 completely play out till he does his little slash and then go back into the 3-4. You want to throw in the 2 once in a while? Go for it. I do it sometimes. Like right there, I just did it. I use it sometimes because it's a partial iframe. Ooh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Run, run, run. Let's try to get that attack buff from old Beast again here. Come on now. Run over here. Avoid the poison. Let's get our attack buff. There we go. Well, we got the attack buff, but we died. And our damage proc didn't even go off, and then she went in a freaking iframe. So that attack buff just got completely wasted. What a bummer. Oh well. Let's switch away, run around here. Gotta love how little Zilla runs, man. She definitely gets it done on the running. That is for sure. You know, I really wish her bug was fixed with her all defense down. But it is what it is. And look at old boy go, man. Look at him go. Easy peasy, guys. Man, this guy's so simple to play. I love it. Love it, love it. And I said this in the GBR run. He really is like playing a freaking ninja. He's that smooth. Get it done, man. Get it done. Hell yeah. The only thing that'd make this guy better, honestly, is if he had all defense down on that 4 that applied to World Boss Ultimate. And if you could move the 4 around like Gambit, oh my god. I mean, he would be even that much more insane than what he is right now. But who cares, guys? Hell, he's good enough, man. He's amazing. Love Ronan. Love him, love him, love him. And by the way, guys, all these clears you're seeing are by the best speed characters in the game. PvE-wise, for sure. The only one that I don't have on here is Spidey 2099. And he's actually better than Ronan, better than Winter Soldier, and better than Quicksilver as far as his power. But I didn't want to put him in here. I tried to keep it more free-to-play friendly. But yeah, Spidey's freaking amazing as well. Alright, 2 down, 3 to go. On to the next. And now for Quicksilver. Oh yeah, guys. And this is a pretty good little team up because Ben Grimm's going to offer him an extra 15% to his HP from his uniform effect, which is always nice. And I got a lot of love in Quicksilver, as you guys saw in those screenshots. I mean, he's well built, pretty decked out. And man, this guy's just, the thing I love about Quicksilver is I can play super aggressive. 5, cancel into the 4, 1, cancel 3. As soon as he comes down, slams his punch down, boom, hit the 5, then the 4, get the damage proc on the 4. And he just mutilates this crap. You can just play aggressive as hell, even when the purple's out. Like right here, watch guys, I won't even stop. Well, not purple, but the projectiles. I just keep pouring it on, man. I mean, you just keep going and going and going. Now, it's nice little Scarlet come in there and did a little mind control. Thank you, girl. And man, he's a monster. Plus, he gets, you know, from his uniform, he gets 10% extra chain hit damage, which really synchronizes well with a CTP of energy, which I do happen to have on him. And yeah, he's a murdering machine, man. Look at the way he's just taking down this girl. Insanity. I didn't even need Goliath. I could have done this with Quicksilver's own leadership, guys. I mean, that's how strong he is. He'd freaking mow through this thing like, hey, look at him. This is crazy. We're almost down to 6 bars in a minute and a half. Look at that. Minute and a half down to 6 bars. Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty freaking insane. Pretty insane. So easy. I mean, look at this, guys. It's just non-stop action with Quicksilver. Non-stop, go, 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 go. The way it should be. That's the way it should be with this guy, man. Man, so simple to play. You know, some people say it's difficult to keep its proc where it belongs. I mean, once in a while it gets off for me, but if it does get off, I just wait a little bit and start the whole rotation over again. I mean, that's the easy way to do it. Look at this, man. He's freaking murdering this thing. Murdering. And like I said, guys, I could have easily went. It's stage 50, you know, so far we've done. This is our third stage 50 clear. I could go higher for sure, guys, but I just didn't want this video to be an eternity, you know, like, I do not like making them long videos. I can't stand it. This was long enough. Oh, yeah. See you, buddy. Bye. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, guys, so yeah, he's a with this team, he could easily have done 55, which is pretty awesome. Sweet beans. 3 down and 2 to go. Okay, so now it's Luna's turn to destroy. And yeah, and the cool thing about Luna is she's an energy-based character, guys. But because she does elemental attack, her cold damage will do damage to Proxima. And really, if you have a powerful enough energy character, they can do damage. They just won't do as much as a physical attacking character or a character that does elemental damage. You know, Luna's pretty awesome. She can do any world boss stage, and something I love about her is she has heals on 3 different skills. She has heal on her tier 3, she has a heal on her 5, she has a heal on her 4. Although the 4, you have to let the 4 completely play out to get the heal at the very end of the skill. Whereas with the 5 and the tier 3, you get the heal right off the get-go. She's got the iframe, she's got the immunity on her 5, immunity on her tier 3. She has damage accumulation on her tier 3, which is awesome because it's not based on how much damage you take, it's based on how much damage you deal, which makes her pretty freaking awesome, guys. This character, like I said earlier about her and Deadpool, you could easily argue about which one's better. Personally, I think they both have their uses and they're both amazing. You know, Luna, like I said, she's gonna be better in ABX. She's gonna be better against Thanos, Cole, and Ebony. But Deadpool's gonna be better against Proxima and Corvus. He's gonna be better in PvP, and he's a much better striker. So it just depends on how you look at it. They're both amazing. Both are necessities, in my opinion, to have on your roster. And I put this girl in here with all these free-to-play characters because she really is the one, guys. If you have, like I said, if you have any paywall in your inventory, this is the one you should use a mega advancement ticket on, a mega rank up ticket, then a mega advancement ticket. This is the one, man. She's the #1 character in the paywalls that you should have. Easily, in my opinion anyways. Some people may differ, but that's what I think. You know, and I do have her built really well, but even with a CTP of energy, guys, or a good cold damage proc, she's still going to be amazing. She's still going to do wonders. I mean, Luna's awesome. The only thing I got to worry about with Luna, or that you have to worry about with Luna, is her defenses. She has lots of survivability, she has a tremendous amount of damage, but she cannot take a whole lot of hits. So you got to be careful about getting caught in those tornadoes. You know, if you're using a debuff like Wasp, I mean, it's going to be a whole lot easier. But you don't need it, obviously. You don't need a debuff. I mean, she's pretty insane, guys. Pretty insane. And she's doing real well. I mean, we're using her leadership, which isn't crap, guys. It's crap. You know, I mean, we do have White Fox, you know, that 60% damage dealt to supervillains. And we got Warwolf, you know, for his extra 30% critical damage. And his extra guaranteed critical rate, which really synergizes well with the CTP of Rage that she has on her. But, you know, because the CTP of Rage procs when you have a 20% chance of doing a critical hit. And when you have guaranteed critical rate, that gives you an extra chance of doing a critical hit. Therefore, it increases your chances of proccing the CTP of Rage. Pretty awesome, man. Pretty awesome mechanic, if you ask me. I really like it. Makes a guaranteed crit rate even that much more valuable with characters that have CTPs of Rage. But yeah, she's mowing through this, man. It's not the fastest clear, but then again, guys, I'm not using any kind of leadership. You know, if I put a leadership in here, oh yeah, she's going to be doing even better. But look at, she's getting it done pretty quick, if you ask me. She's going to hammer this down in 3 minutes. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Easy peasy. So under 3 minutes. So pretty quick clear. Now we're going to go on to the big dog for Proxima. Now this one's a little different because we're doing stage 60 because stage 50 is way too easy for him. And you guys can see stage 60 is actually way too easy for him. But I thought stage 50 was just too low for this guy. And as you guys notice, I have a CTP of destruction with 180% damage proc. So I don't even have a CTP of energy on this guy, which really bumps his damage. So no support, 180% damage proc, and we're using a CTP of destruction. And he will decimate this. Decimate this. You know, when you're playing Deadpool, guys, all you want to do is, I always start with the 1 to get the all defense down. And this is with the uni. And then the 5, get the damage proc on the 5. And then I hit 2, 1, 3, and go all the way into the 4. Let the 4 play out. Then hopefully get the damage proc back on the 5. Let the 5 play out. Then 2, 1, 4. Let the 4 play out. And when the damage proc is off cooldown, then you'll hit your tier 3. Get the damage proc on the tier 3. Let it play out. Then you'll hit the 5. When there's about 2 seconds left on the damage proc, hit your 3 skill. Let it play out. Throw the bombs out. Then hit the 1. Then cancel into the 4. Get the damage proc on the 4. And you'll get all that all defense down at once. And it is spectacular. How much power. And you're going to see it right here. Let the damage proc get off cooldown. We're going to hit our tier 3. We're going to let that sucker play out. There's the damage proc. We're going to let it play out. Boom. There's 2 seconds left on the damage proc. We hit the 3. And we hit the 1. Hit the 4. And look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Piece of cake. I mean, he's destroying this. Guys, I could have done stage 70. But like I've mentioned a couple times, I just don't like making long videos. But you get the idea. Deadpool is easily the best standalone character for this, man. He is just monstrous. Monstrous power. Even without this uniform, he's freaking monstrous. Although with it, it's a lot better because he gets that extra all defense down on his 1. I mean, the survivability of this guy. I mean, good. What can we say about Deadpool that hasn't already been said? I mean, he's just, yeah, I mean, he's ridiculous. And guys, since I have immunity to guard break, like I was playing with Quicksilver, I can just pour it on. Because of Deadpool's heal, if the purple's up or whatever, I can just keep pouring it on. I don't have to stop because I don't get guard broken. You see how easy this is. 2 minutes, guys. He did this all on his own in 2 minutes. No problem. So easy, it's not even funny. That's why he is the meta for this. So guys, let me know what you think about all these characters, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. What boo-boo did I mention earlier in the video?